Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Vick Rushlander, a sophomore here at Biomed Science Academy, and a huge advocate for people of all ages standing up for themselves and the unjust aspects of our world. I'm here to say to anyone who might be watching this that you can make a change and to share your story and fight for your community. Today, I have another sophomore student with me who has the courage to share her story with you all in her fight to end food scarcity.
Hi, my name's Emmeline Hayes. I have 3 younger siblings, my sister Celeste, my brothers Wyatt and Wilson. I also live with my parents. Our story is a little more complicated than your average family. Starting with the least complex, my sister Celeste has several physical and learning disabilities that make life harder for her than the quote-unquote normal person. To put it into perspective, she's physically 14 years old but mentally has the mind of an 8-year-old. She doesn't know how to control herself. When she was 3 years old, she was taken to a team of neurologists who spent the whole day studying her and came to the conclusion that her ADHD is so severe she would not be able to function normally without medication. That diagnosis changed everything. It meant constant doctor's appointments, therapies, and just overall trying to help her navigate a world that wasn't built for her. Moving on to my mom. When everything shut down for COVID, something in my mom shut down too. The fear, the isolation, the pressure, it just kind of all added up. Ever since then, she's struggled with her mental health. She's come a long way in the past 5 years, but simple things like phone calls and driving are still overwhelming. I've watched her fight to reclaim parts of herself, and I've stepped in where possible, but that's what you do when you love someone. My dad, when he was 5 years old, he was just a boy playing on the playground when he suddenly lost his breath and was unable to get it back. They rushed him to the hospital where doctors discovered that he had pancreatic cancer. At just 5 years old, nobody had survived it yet. There was slim to none chance that he was going to make it. They removed 85% of his pancreas, half of his stomach, parts of both intestines, and a portion of his colon. And somehow, miraculously, he survived. 40 years later, he's still here, but the scars remain. I've spent countless hours in sterile waiting rooms hoping that the next test doesn't bring bad news. In the end, we're more than the average family. We're a family that's been through storms and still chooses love. And yes, we use food stamps. It's not something we're ashamed of. It's something that helps us get through the hard times. Food stamps is a government-funded program that's meant to help families like mine put food on the table, but the truth is, it's wrapped in red tape. The income requirements are so strict that families who are hardly making it still don't qualify. And for those who do, the support often still isn't enough. There's little flexibility in how or where it can be spent, like we're being told what our trouble and struggle should look like. And now, we're scared we might not even have access to the program that puts food on the table.
It's hard for most of us to make it so families like Emmeline's are able to have those experiences. But what we can do is make getting food on the table every night a little bit easier for them. Because the Hayes aren't the only family in our community who struggle more than you might think behind closed curtains. In fact, they're far from it. So me and Emmeline decided to do what we can do. And with the help of the Middle School Student Council, we've organized a food drive here at Biomed. From now till the 24th of November, you can bring in food to your WIN teacher for the chance at a pizza party for your class. Can't physically bring in food? Donate through an attached Google form to the Akron Canton Food Bank. Every $2 donated will count as a metaphorical can for your kid's class. All food donations will be going to the Akron Canton Food Bank. This food drive is me and Emmeline's attempt at helping people in our community. Never say there's nothing I can do about it, because there's always something you can do.